And monitoring all the events is seismologist Kevin McHugh. This is a big one. Initially 8.9, now 8.8. It's been confirmed. Kevin, give us the latest from there.
I think one of the good things is that there hasn't been much damage in Tokyo. The footage, the television footage of the tsunami is a textbook sort of tsunami, and I think that everybody who lives on the coast in Canada or northern America, northwest coast of America, ought to be watching that with interest to see the number of waves that are following each other across the Pacific.
How are people handling things there?
Well, I'm in Australia, not in Japan, so it's fairly interesting here. There is a lot of interest here, but certainly we're not threatened by the tsunami, and the earthquake's still a long way away from us.
Understandably so, but you have seen situations like this, and of course in Australia, for the most part, in a lot of areas, earthquake ready, much the same way Japan would be, but these pictures where we see cars floating like fish in waters and buildings rattling, some crumbling as well, it really shakes you, doesn't it?
Well, I think it shows that the earthquakes being so close to the coast, that there is no time to get out a warning in this circumstance. And I'm surprised that people who felt the earthquakes didn't make their way inland immediately. It's one of the golden rules, I think. If you've felt a strong earthquake and it lasts more than about 30 seconds, then you should hightail it for high land, at least 10 to 20 metres above high water mark. And it doesn't look as if people there did that, but I don't know what the rules and regulations are there, but I think all the Pacific countries ought to take warning from this, that when they feel a strong earthquake, then hightail it out of there.
Well, exactly, and this is the concern, too, that we're dealing with so many coastal areas and so many people living along the coasts.
Well, so much development there, and including the major railway lines, the Shinkansen, and of course nuclear power stations. There's a lot of infrastructure there that some of it appears to have been very well designed, and I must say that it's a huge relief to see that all those tall buildings still standing in Tokyo. So the engineers have learned a lot. I think earthquake engineering shows that they can design for great earthquakes. And with the buildings not collapsing. That's a critical thing about earthquake design.
Kevin McHugh is a seismologist joining us from Canberra, Australia. Sir, thank you so much.
That's a pleasure.
So as we've been reporting, this is one of the biggest earthquakes in recorded history. As I understand it, the fifth biggest. The quake caused a huge tsunami. Fires triggered by the quake are burning. They're out of control right up and down the coast.